We are working on getting everything set up. We have just got here, that's why we're a little bit late. So y'all just bear with us while we set this up. We're going to have the camera pointed down the road to where y'all can actually watch what's going on versus sitting and watching us talk. Trying to get it set up though. A little hard to do that. Well, babe, I gotta twist the stand first. I think I might have got it.
We need mics.
Probably. So we are working on getting the mics and everything, so y'all just bear with us. Okay, just bear with us. Gonna be bumpy for a minute. Okay, now then. And I got it pointed the wrong direction. So let me see, turning the camera around. There we go. All right, we are on Creepy Mountain. Okie doke. All right, we are still setting up, but we have this one camera ready and going. I have Mark's phone with me to be able to watch y'all's comments and stuff. Hand me the one without the back.
Okay.
Yep, that one right there.
I'm gonna set this other camera up real quick.
All right, y'all bear with us.
Facing the other way. I won't nobody hear sound from this one unless I go over and get around it. So, see what
all right, anybody watching, can y'all hear us? Hey, Mark, get on your phone and make sure we can hear us. If you hear us, give us a likes, give us a thumbs up. I just plugged in the mic, so hopefully it's picking me up.
Hold on a minute.
But it didn't come across and say
Let me get in here.
USB mic, which was a little unusual.
Let's see. Yeah, we're here. Okay.
So what's it sound like? Which was a little unusual. Oh, sounds good. Okay.
Let's see.
All right, so we're good to go.
All right, I turned the volume down.
Perfect. And I just felt sprinkles.
All right, it's gonna be all right for me. It's about
over.
Oh yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and set this up real quick, and you can be talking.
Okay. We're setting up another camera, pointing at the direction behind us. That way, we might catch something. We might not catch something, but we're going to be covered if we do. So y'all just bear with us. We're still setting up. Sister is over here eating grass. If y'all see something cross that road, y'all make sure. Thank you, Mr. Douglas. Willie made it on, Mark.
Okay, cool. All right, what's going on with this phone?
Operator trouble.
There we go. Finally got it going.
Awesome. Glad it's loud and clear. So we got camera set up. We got one headed back towards the gate that Mark's trying to set up right now. So still just bear with us while we try to set up. But we wanted to go ahead and get on here to where y'all would know we are here. No, we're not sitting here waiting for more people to get on. We don't do that. But he is trying to set up the other camera.
There we go. Oh, finally
sure,
found
Mark?
it. Finally found it.
Found what?
The the camera. I don't know what the deal was.
Huh. He lost the camera button, guys. Mark in operator trouble.
Got that one.
All right, he's got
looking
it set up.
south down the road.
Oh, you got your mic on. That's good.
Yeah.
All
yeah,
right.
It should be on.
All right, so.
We're going to do a short one. We ain't going to be here long because it'll be dark here in a few minutes.
I can see chat on that phone.
Oh, that's
so we
good.
don't need yours.
Okay, cool.
So.
How's it going, Willie? Good to see you. Your buddy's over here at the lake. Him and Mr. Flatrock, we're finna head over here in just a few minutes.
Hate that you weren't able to make it up.
Yeah. But we're on Creepy Mountain. We're at what we call the sign-in board area. A lot of stuff has happened right here in this area over the years, and It's had about as much activity as the lake and some other places have.
Yep.
One reason I'm looking down this road because I've had stuff walk across this road before.
Well, now, do we need to be looking down that road?
No, not really. We need to let the
It's
camera.
like we need to be looking off the other road there, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Um,
Hold this for me a minute. I'll be right. Just a second.
okay. So we have been doing some gardening. Already dark there. We getting dark, but we're not dark yet. So we've been doing some gardening. We got the black plastic put out for the garden. Got the first 2 layers of it laid out. Got the cantaloupe planted in holes. Had the plants ready to go in the next section. Had tomatoes and peppers and everything going in. Be careful hitting them buttons.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
And then the wind come through and ripped it all up.
Yeah.
So if you are planting with black plastic, make sure you use tons of staples, more staples than you need. Because I had already planted something before the wind ripped up the plastic, I can't guarantee that it's going to line up the same way. So now I've got to wait for that to come up before I put the plastic back down. So we actually went and started up at the other end, planting without the plastic. But we're going to go in and I'm going to put down feed sacks, because our feed sacks for the rabbits and chicken feed is paper. We're going to open those up, lay them through there, mulch it on top of it. That'll be a good weed suppressant. If you don't have feed sacks, you can always use newspapers, cardboard, whatever you have. It's a good recycling project. It does break down, and it helps put nutrients back in your soil. It helps hold in moisture as well. And something about that dark area under the mulch attracts the earthworms and stuff like that. That's a good beneficial thing as well. So we have 1 complete row of tomatoes and probably enough peppers for another row. And then 30 cantaloupe seeds. And I got a bunch of marigolds to put out still. I haven't done that yet. I should have done it yesterday before it rained. Yeah, before it rained. What else are we going to put out, babe? Oh, yeah. You're planting the okra and the peas and the corn and the watermelon out in the big field, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to plant them out in the big field.
And
so we got some corn that's going in the little fields and some peas and stuff. So
and then sweet potatoes.
Things. Yeah, sweet potatoes.
Oh, the rattlesnake green beans. That's what's going in that garden too, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, there'll be some rattlesnake green beans going on. And we got that tobacco to plant somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know what else we'll plant. I don't know what, we ain't even talked about eggplants or any of that
There's
stuff.
a eggplant planted, but we never eat it.
Okay. I'm kind of keeping an eye out too.
I'm watching over that way, so.
Because I don't know how many times I've been sitting here talking and stuff start happening. So.
Yep.
Because we ain't got but about 20 more minutes and it'll be about dark on us.
And we are not going to be long-winded today because we're fixing to go eat dinner.
Right.
It's, like he said, it's fixing to be dark, so.
Yeah, it's be dark. But I've been wanting to do this. I've been wanting to do some lives from up here.
Maybe where we need to start them at 6.
Right. Because, well, we get on in the summer, it'd be okay.
Yeah, that's true.
And 2, today it's cloudy, so that's one reason it's a little darker. But I knew there's only going to be a few places I can really do a live from up here, and that'll be this spot. I can do lives from over at Merkel's side, but down around the lake.
The lake has 0 service.
0. I mean, I'd love to do a live from there, but
the named road.
Yeah.
Say the name of that road.
Number 9 road.
Is that the one that starts with a D?
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 9 road, dead as a doornail down in there.
Is it dead? I thought it had service.
I ain't never had service down there.
Oh.
But
and there's something else for people to keep in mind. If you ever do come up here with permission from us, service.
Yeah.
AT&T and Verizon have different service areas. I'm on Verizon, he's on AT&T.
Yeah.
So I have coverage in some places he does not.
Yeah, there's a cloud to the south of us. Mm-hmm. But it's south of us.
Yep.
But
they coming this way.
No, staying south of us. That's not rain clouds there.
What I'm saying is those clouds are moving this way.
Yeah. What was that?
I don't know. What did it sound like?
Talking.
Walk over that way.
Yeah, I can't hear because of the jet.
I keep hearing a cat.
I hear a truck or car, muscled up car, what it sounds like. But I heard what I thought was speech for a second. It was about the time you were talking, and plus the jet was going, and I couldn't tell what was happening there for a second.
Well, like I said, don't forget your mic picks up pretty well, so walk the direction you heard it next time.
Yeah, but I don't know what direction it came from.
Oh. Ooh, there's a good
That's the bad thing about up
really
here.
Still don't even see the wind in trees.
That's the bad thing about up here is that
Yeah, nothing's moving at the moment.
You know, you hear every airplane, every helicopter. And if a loud truck goes down that county road or goes down the main highway over yonder, you can hear it at nighttime. Boy, it echoes through here. But that's also when the boogers do vocalize, you can hear them. So, sister, back up here with us. So Willie, when you gonna get back up to this neck of the woods? Like we're not gonna have nobody else jump on tonight, are we?
Well, it's got 3, but nobody's commenting, so they all watching. They all watching. So.
Well, you know, next time we'll try to get it on YouTube too. We're gonna do it.
Yeah.
I mean, as the days get longer, you can still come up here and research. It's just you got to put up with the bug sounds and the thick foliage. And of course, when you get to the lake, you're gonna have the bullfrogs with it. And a lot of times in the summer, I sit more right here because when I seem like I got stuff here was more in the summer, except for, you know, a lot of times I'd pull up and I'd get a sound like a tree knock or something. But she's paying attention over at Ray. That's one thing too. I was trying to watch her to see if her ears picked up something.
Sorry, missed the start. Where are we? Near the Hunt Club.
On Creepy Mountain.
Yep, we are on Creepy Mountain. For a half a second when you mentioned she was that way, I saw a person in overalls and a dark colored shirt walking on the edge of the road.
Maybe it's Mr. Clifton used to live up here.
What was his build?
I don't know, I never seen him.
Oh.
He died before I was born.
I need to look that up. Because clear as day, Mark. Blue jean color.
Ain't no telling, babe.
So you see right over there?
Yeah.
Where the road starts to go that way?
Yeah, it starts to curve.
He was on that side of the road.
Yeah. Why don't you turn the camera that way a little bit?
Because I might miss what's going on the other way. So, down that little road is what we're talking about just now.
Yeah, that's the road that goes to the lake. There's 2 ways to get to the lake. And we're at the, what we call the sign-in board area. We got a clubhouse right over here.
And there's usually a sentry here.
Yeah, it's usually.
And some of y'all that know I'm more interested in the paranormal side of things.
Yeah.
And I swear I just saw a man in overalls.
There's no telling. I mean, you never know these days. There's so much spiritual stuff going on too.
Yep.
I mean, it's hard to say.
I mean, it was just for a second.
Yeah.
Like the little girl up there in Kentucky.
Right.
It was just for a split second, enough to make you wonder, did I really see it?
Right. The other camera's still running. And I'll just have to review it. If there's nothing on it, then I'll delete it.
Oh, yeah.
But,
well, send it to somebody and let them review it.
Yeah.
Send it to Mr. Bell.
Yeah. So.
Because they like doing that.
Huh?
They like doing that. Yeah. Don't have me.
I'll go ahead and tell everybody what's happened here a couple of times. I had a good friend, and one day we'll get to sit down and talk. He lives in Tennessee. He comes down this way every now and then. He was a paranormal hunter and was big into that because he lived right at Shiloh. They went on a lot of ghost hunts on Shiloh. I think he knew the head ranger or the head person over Shiloh, so he had to get access. There it is again. I can't pinpoint it. I don't know. That's weird.
Well, and I still swear something's over there.
But he'd been wanting to come up here with me, and I brought him up here one day about this time. We parked right here. The old sign-in board used to be over here, and part of it still remaining. But we were both sitting here, and my wife called, needed me to come to the house for a minute.
Not this wife, the other one.
And yeah, my ex-wife. Anyway, so I told him, I said, I'll be back in just a minute, because at the time I lived right down here at the foot of the hill. I mean, less than a mile and a half away. I was at the house in 10 minutes. Maybe there 10 minutes, then on the way back. Well, on the way back, I'm fixing to turn off the main highway onto the dirt road. And he calls me, and he says, man, get up here now. That's what you mean. He said, something just knocked the fire out of the sign-in board. Back in, we had a wooden sign-in board with a roof over it. And his truck was sitting right by it, and he was playing on his phone while he was waiting on me. Or his computer, excuse me. And something knocked the fire out of it. It scared him half to death. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I don't know where that come from. But he shook him up. Well, I told him, I said, I'm coming up the hill now. Well, I got up here, and he done parked out here in the middle. This is a pretty wide spot right here. He done parked in the middle of it, had both his lights on, had his backup lights on. He had everything lit up. And so I got here, I got out, and he told me, he said, I was sitting right by you sign-in board, and he said, all of a sudden, something just knocked the fire out of it, Mark. He said, I don't know if something threw a rock or something was standing behind it and hit it, but he said, I thought the thing was gonna turn over. So we went to looking around it. Didn't find nothing. Didn't find a big rock or anything. So I don't know if one had crept up right beside him and just knocked the fire out of that, sign-in board and took off, or really just don't know what took place there.
Hey, Vicki from Arkansas.
Hey, Vicki.
And then, sister does keep looking to the right.
Yeah. And then he came back for another occasion. This was maybe about a month later. And we were sitting here. Both of us sitting on tailgate. It's about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, something like that. And right down this road, it kind of flattens out right about where my fingers ended down yonder. He looks at me, or he says to me, he says, Mark, what's that big blob sitting on the side of the road down there on the left side? And I said, so I went to looking, and he was right. There was a big blob there. Well, we both went to pretty much concentrating on it, and then it probably wasn't another minute later went by. We watched this thing stand up and go from this side of the road to over here. And we both said, did you see that at the same time? And we figure it was in the 7-8 foot range, built like a track star. There was a little ambient light that night. The moon was out a little bit. It wasn't a full moon, but there was enough ambient light to be able to see. And you could see down that road better. It's growed in more now than it used to be.
Oh yeah, it used to be a lot clearer.
You could see way on further down. The trees got a lot bigger, and of course limbs are growing over the road. And then I pretty much had that happening with another guy here. We've had rocks thrown here I've heard tree knocks. We've heard a ton of vocals right back down in there toward what we call the beaver pond. We'll go across it in a minute,
Sister.
but y'all won't be able to see that. We'll lose service before we get down there. So just mainly wanted to bring you up here and see if something happens. Of course, with us with cameras out, you know how that goes. As soon as you bring a camera out, stuff quits happening. So, but we hadn't heard nothing except for she saw something over there that she thought was a man. So,
Sister.
our dog is staying pretty close to us, which I don't know. I think she knows sometimes them things are around. Of course, we still got some activity going on at the house too. This point of the club to where I live is probably about 5 miles. From one side of this club to the other is 9 miles. I live on the northeastern side, and I'm about 2 miles from the northeastern side of the club.
Come back here.
But across it, it's about 9 miles from one side to the other. Of course, we lost part of this place years ago. So another club has about 3,000 acres of it. One time we were close to 10,000 acres here. Over the years, it's just dropped. Sister, get over here now.
I wasn't gonna make you do that. I was gonna make you move your mic first.
Yeah. Anyway, well, we're gonna sit here just a few more minutes, then we're gonna have to get off here and head on over to the lake.
Sit.
And because they're expecting us, and I don't want them to keep waiting on us. But I did want to try live from this mountain. I know it'll work now, so that means we'll be coming back doing some more and probably going into nighttime with it. We'll probably do some from here. This would be one place we could do it from because there is activity here.
If I can activate the other phone and go live from it, it's got the night vision on it.
Well, we may have to try it.
You know, the one we originally
got? The
cat
phone?
Yeah, the cat phone.
Yeah,
It's
got the
night
thermal
vision.
on it. Yeah. Well, we got to get us a good thermal too. And I got to order a recorder back since the other one.
Hey, that's fresh.
Hey, Fresh, how's it going? I'm not got my glasses on, so I can't see who's commenting because I'm kind of keeping my eyes peeled a little bit to see if I see something move somewhere.
And I just realized I should have had this thing turned sideways, but you know my anti-rotate's on.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. It's okay.
So
it's okay. If something crossed that road, now we got that back camera running. It's still running. I'm seeing it now. I can see it. It's still looking back down to the south.
Yeah.
So if something moves, it might catch it if something goes behind us.
So we have Florida, Arkansas, and the UK checking in.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we've been wanting to do this from the club. We just
she's staring.
There's a couple more spots I'm gonna have to check to see if it'll work. One night we may get up on the big tall mountain. I usually don't.
Up there at the top of the widow maker thing.
Probably not Widowmaker. We'll probably go over here in the middle and get up on the mountain in the middle.
Oh, okay.
And because then we'll kind of
Michigan too.
Because we'll be in the center of the club.
Yeah, I forgot he was on.
So
Mr.
we
Dugan.
Yeah. So we
I
can.
didn't know he's from Michigan. That's cool.
So we can.
Definitely
if we
international.
did make a call, I usually don't make calls no more because you don't really know what you're telling them. I mean, you'd be cussing them out, and here they come, you know. Yeah. So I kind of quit doing some of that stuff.
So we're not fluent in Bigfoot. We just think we are.
Nobody knows what all that
That's
stuff
what I'm saying.
is. Yeah. I mean, I don't, and I know most other people. Did you hear that?
No, I did not.
Back over here to the right in there. I don't know what that was. Could be anything. Could be a deer
Mark
moving
B
through.
made it on. Hello, sir.
Could have been a deer moving through. It's hard to say. Janelle said she was going to try to get on, but she went to Lori's, and Lori's don't have good service and everything. So But I'm glad everybody has joined us tonight. I'm glad y'all able to finally see a live from Creepy Mountain, even though we're stuck in one spot. That's the bad thing about it. I just wish service would work up here in most places. Then I could do lives while I was even walking in the woods. But it don't work that way. So you have to live with what I got. I don't know if they make anything that would pull stuff in more. Two, the foliage is on, so of course signal's going to be a little
sketchier.
In the wintertime, you seem to have a little better service up here.
Nothing blocking it.
Yeah, but once you get in the foliage on,
signal booster.
You feeling anything?
I'm feeling cold.
Oh.
But I think there is something around.
Yeah.
I can't pinpoint the direction.
Told you bring plenty of clothes. Just like the first time I brought you up here, and you looked at me like I was crazy.
I know it.
I told her, I said, it was
you
August.
You have a mic you can just set out ahead or in the woods.
Do I have a mic set up? Well, I mean, we could set one of these from us a little piece.
So like a recorder or something like that. Oh, well, yeah. We could set this out in the woods, but right now it's wet.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'd hate to set it in the woods away from us and it get wet.
Especially with her phone. I done had to buy one phone. So.
The new one's broke from work.
Yeah. So.
This one is broke. Yeah. The screen's cracked. And it's the new one.
Well, we're fixing to have to quit in just a minute. It's going to be dark. I don't know. How good can y'all see now?
Fresh said you need to get a signal booster. Willie said you need to put a mic in the woods.
Well, I may do that next time.
We'll do that next time because we got 2 mics. And one mic picks up both of us pretty good.
Yeah.
So we could set one in the woods, yeah.
I do. I need to bring my recorder. We got to go order another recorder.
You know what I liked about the recorder? I could put that in the recorder too.
Yeah, that's true.
And set that mic outside.
Won't you, if you can, without disrupting, see if you can turn it a little bit and show them the opposite way a little bit.
Right as they fixing to step across the road?
Nah, he ain't gonna step across yet. Boy, if you had that turned the other way,
you get both of them, I know.
You get both roads.
Yep. The light is definitely fading.
Yeah, see, they're not being able to see in there good light.
And I think that's the direction something is.
Yeah, so. And like I said, this is our meetup spot. This is where you come into the club. We got a little clubhouse right up there in the trees. You can't see it real good right now. Used to see it right over here to the right, and we had somebody tear it up for us years ago. But you can see where that little green patch, that used to be the clubhouse way years ago.
It's been a while.
This is a pine plantation. They come in here and cut probably 85% of the hardwoods out and replanted it in pines. On the hardwoods left, there's mostly on the branches, which is a creek. Here in the south, we say branches a lot, which is a small creek. Around the lake, here's some hardwoods left.
Hunting club.
Yes, a hunting club, yeah.
Yeah, gentleman's club, yeah.
Well, yeah.
No, it's a hunting club.
Well, we've had some of that going up here before. I've had about near run some folks off.
Deer and turkey.
Yeah, deer and turkey mostly.
There used to be coon.
Used to coon hunt a good bit. Squirrel. Used to be some coveys of quail up here.
Hard to find them now, though.
And we used to rabbit hunt up here some. When these cutovers, when they first cut the timber, it comes back up in a lot of good native stuff that the animals like, seeds and grasses. So the quail and turkeys and rabbits done real well.
And then they grew up.
And then when the pine thickets get up high enough, sister, get away from the thing, please.
She's chasing an ant.
Yeah, I know, but she's knocking the thing. So don't want her to knock it over.
You would never get away with that word in the UK. Uh-oh, which word is that?
What's that? Huh. Whippoorwill getting stirred up back there behind.
Quail? Is that the word we wouldn't get away with?
Quail?
Oh, coon.
Oh, coon.
You used to not get away with that here either.
Yeah.
But we mean raccoon.
Yeah, raccoon, yeah. Most people in the South, they refer it to as coon hunting.
It's the shortened version.
It's a shortened version of raccoon. Most Southerners And a lot of people up north, because that's a big sport up north too, in Illinois, Iowa.
He's laughing about it.
But yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he said he knows.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you used to couldn't get it depends on your company as to whether or not you can get away with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do hear a whippoorwill getting stirred up back that way. Well, I guess we need to get off here.
Yeah, we do. Because dinner's waiting on us and I'm hungry.
And the wind's picking up.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's going to be good.
Yeah, well, it won't be probably that windy at the lake. Now, when I get over to the lake, I'm going to film with the other camera. Of course, it won't be live. It'll be something that comes out later.
Yep.
I still got the siding to go work over in my neighborhood. I just spoke to the lady a while ago. She will not be available this weekend, but she said Monday. So hopefully, if she's willing, maybe I'll have that video for y'all Wednesday. And anything I video tonight or tomorrow, probably be the following week. So
if I had somebody to edit videos for me and upload them on Mondays, I'd have you 3 or 4 Mondays worth of homesteading videos.
Another camera.
But I work Sunday and Monday and all the days except Tuesday and Wednesday. Yeah, we would love to see you up here sometime, Mr. Willie.
Yep, Willie, you need to get back up here.
You need to bring Doris with you.
That Fresh needs to come on over and visit us in the U.S. one of these days.
Go ahead and cross the pond. All right, Mark, let's wrap her up.
Yep. Well, y'all remember everybody we support. Spencer and Misty with Woodwalkers, and Chris Reinhardt with Discover Sasquatch, and Kyle with Encrypted Connections. Mr. Barton Nunley with Inhumanoids, the Hellbent Holler, Misty and her family with Southern Appalachian Sasquatch Seekers. There's Miss Bama BF. Y'all check her out, YouTube and Facebook. And there's a lot of other good ones. And that Timothy Alabrino, y'all go check him out. Just Timothy Alabrino. That man is hitting on some good stuff.
Dog man sighting close to us?
Yeah, in Lincoln.
In Lincoln, okay.
Well,
and
we don't know if it's exactly a dog man.
Is the gathering for Bigfoot or just members of the club?
No, this Pat's a mirror.
I heard something, but I didn't know what it was.
It was something with that whippoorwill.
That's what I'm saying. I heard it, but I don't know what it was.
I don't know if y'all can hear that whippoorwill or not.
Yeah, so Pat's a member of our hunting club. He's going to be moving up here one day.
He's been a member since 2009 or 10. Yeah.
But we are kind of using it as a local. People that Pat invites.
That or I invite.
Right.
Yeah, because it is a hunting club, and I have rules I have to go by. I can only have so many visitors at a time.
Yeah, this is not a big outing, in other words.
No. I wish I could do an outing from here. We did have a small one back in March because no hunting season was in. But I couldn't do a big one like I did in the past. I'd love to.
We cannot do big.
But I can bring 4 or 5 people at a time with me. That's about the max. Now, if I got another member with me, they can bring 4 or 5, so we could have 10. But yeah, I'd have to have Pat with me, because most of my club members are not Bigfooters. Most of them don't believe. The ones that did believe have done left.
To know.
That or they done left.
Yeah, they done left. A lot of them left.
We had a lot of folks get out of this club over the years, and I'll be telling more about that again. So.
Okay.
But Deep South, Permapastures, Holler Homestead, and there's a lot of others. But the other guy is Timothy Alabrino. Y'all go check him out. He's got some good stuff about the aliens. He's talked a little bit about Bigfoot. He's more about the aliens than what he really thinks they are. And he's a Bible scholar, researcher. And he puts it in a way that's a lot easier to understand. He's one of the first guys I have really listened to that I really kind of agree with. In other words, I was kind of thinking it, but I ain't really come out and said it. But anyway, y'all give us a subscribe, like, notification, hit that notification bell, share, comment.
Always comment.
And we'll be back
comments.
next Friday night with our live at 7 again. We'll probably be at the house, unless we might come back up here. You never know.
We'll have to see.
And love one another and get along. And we'll check y'all out next time. And we'll see y'all there. Appreciate y'all coming on tonight.
Wave.
See y'all later.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
See if I can get this to end. There we go.